Here I am at Resourcefill in Lafayette, California. Going to refill stores can cut down on consumption of single-use plastics. Let's get refilling and talk to the owner, Kristen. Refilling is an easy two-step process. Containers are first weighed and then refilled. Could you please just introduce yourself?
Yes, so I'm Kristen Crody. I'm the owner here at Resourcefill in Lafayette.
Okay, and what inspired you to open Resourcefill?
The biggest inspiration was actually visiting other refill shops and wishing there was one in Lafayette. My husband and I have always been what we think is really eco-friendly, and when we weren't making our own products, we were going to other refill shops to have them refilled. We just really wanted to have something like this in our community because we live here in Lafayette. So it's just really wanting to bring it to our community.
Why is single-use plastic such a big deal?
Because most of them don't actually get recycled. A lot of people think they're tossing their plastic container into their recycle bin. They think it's going to our recycle company and it's getting turned into new plastic. And it's a circular, sort of process, but it's not at all. New reports just came out late last year that only about 5% of plastic actually gets recycled, and the rest of it is going to landfill or to the ocean. So it is a pretty big, huge problem.
And other than buying from refill stores, what are other ways that people can reduce their waste?
Yeah, so like you mentioned, reusing things is a really good way to do that. Clothing especially, but also, other products that can be reused as well. You can also, cutting down on waste. Food waste actually generates a lot of greenhouse gases. And so doing home composting, or if your community doesn't have compost available with their green bins, reaching out to your waste company and asking them to start doing it. That's one thing you can do. Driving less and walking or biking more, eating less meat. All these things can add up to less of a carbon footprint.
Yeah, I agree. And other than being eco-friendly, what are the benefits of shopping at Resourcefill?
Well, you're supporting a local family is number one. We try to bring in local products as much as we can, so not just our family, but other local, companies as well. So that would be the big one, is keeping your money local and not spending, on Amazon and just creating more wealth for a single person.
And what's your favorite product?
That's such a toughie. People ask me that all the time, and it's so hard to pick one. I'm really, truly not joking when I say I have just about everything in the shop at my house, and I use all of it. I don't know. It's really kind of a tie. And the things I definitely couldn't live without, I could, but I wouldn't want to, are the tooth tabs and the deodorant. Those are kind of my, I face care stuff too, but I use so many different ones, but the deodorant and the tooth tabs I use every day without fail.
What are your hopes in terms of corporate action or public policy in the future?
Yeah, they're pretty broad. I wish there could just be one giant umbrella thing that every product made has to be put into a container that's reusable, or every company has to pay their workers a living wage, and every company has to recycle their wastewater and offset their carbon. There's just so many different things that we like to see. But there have been some good things. Some new things are starting. I might have some of the details wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Now in California, restaurants will be required to let people bring in their own to-go containers, which is great. We've already been doing that, but not everybody is required to let people do it. So that's one good thing that's
cool.
coming soon.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah. There's a lot more that we could do.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. That's all the questions I have. Okay, thank you.